Hello guys and welcome to the 3K budget build. Yes guys, welcome back if you are an existing subscriber, and if you're new here then my name is Arnold. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Today is a great day. Today marks the first day of the 3K budget build series that we are starting on the channel. This is the very first episode, so I'm glad you're here to join me. The way this is going to work is I've set myself a £3,000 budget to buy and to repair a car. That I'm not sure whether I'm going to buy a really damaged one and try and get a bargain and repair it, or whether I'm going to go for like the cheapest one in the country, go on Auto Trader and see what I can find. From there we're going to modify the car, we're going to change the car completely, and then at the end of the series I'm going to raffle the car away and give you guys an opportunity to win the car, which I'm going to do on my merchandise website when it drops. Couple little disclaimers and things I want to throw out there before. The Jordan 4 giveaway is so close to finishing. We literally, as soon as we hit 27k, them shoes are going and one of you guys will win it. And if you don't like the Jordans, as I say, there is the optional, you can get the money that the Jordans are worth in cash as well. And then second of all, merchandise will be dropping in December. You guys are going to absolutely love it. It's something different, something the car scene hasn't seen before. It's not going to have my name plastered all over it. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be sick. So wait till you see that. They've been paid for, so they're being produced as we speak. But anyway, back onto the topic of the 3K budget build. The 3K budget build was something I've wanted to do for a very long time, but I haven't really got round to it. There's building work going on in the offices at the moment, and it's an absolute nightmare. So I have to keep starting when I'm speaking, and it's pissing me off. Pissing me off more than it's pissing you off hearing it right now. Trust me. I don't feel like there's many YouTubers out there that do stuff that's relatable. I feel like when I first started watching YouTube 5 years ago at car rebuilds, all you ever see are people rebuilding expensive things and stuff that's not really affordable to most people. So this is a series where I'm going to show you guys that it is as much fun, if not more fun, preparing something for a fraction of the price of a supercar. So let's jump into the details. And this video is pretty much an intro to the series, and I want you guys in the comments to discuss what you'd like to see from the series, what you wouldn't like to see. We can decide the car together, and then I will surprise you in the next episode with what car I bought, because I'm going to be buying the car very soon. So the first two options we've got for the budget build, which is a 3K budget, is we can either buy a crash damaged car, or we can buy a cheap car. Something that may need some mechanical work doing to it, but might not have damaged panels, you know, like a standard rebuild. So there's two options. I'm pretty open to doing either, but I feel like I haven't really done the cheap car yet, and I'd like to do that, buying the cheapest Mark V Golf GTI on the market, seeing what the problems are, seeing if there's any seals that are done in the engine and the exhaust might be smoking out, something like that. So that's what I'd like to do, and then the aim is to do that under 3K. So I feel like I'd like to do a cheap car under 3K. And then from there, from that point there, is the modifications. I'll just put mods on the board. That doesn't really look like a D, but that is a D. Then from there, the mods is where I feel like this is going to be really fun, because I want to slam the car. I want to do plenty of modifications, but I don't feel like the mods are going to come in the 3K budget. I feel like the 3K budget is what I want to set myself to have a car that is fixed and runs perfectly. So if I buy the car for £2 grand and have to spend £1 getting it to run properly, then that's perfect. But I don't want the modifications to come in that. And then from there, from the mods, we can either do, we could spend 5K modding a car, or we could spend 5K, or we could do £500 this series. Like, it's pretty open. So it depends how much of a budget, because we could get, say if we bought, for example, a Golf GTI, right? I keep saying that at the moment. That's not because I'm gonna buy a Golf GTI, but it's just one that's on the top of my head today. For mods for 5K, we could do an exhaust, we could do a wrap, we can slam it, you know? Lowering springs, we could body kits. Like, there's so much options if we want to spend more modifying it. I would like to spend a little bit more modifying it, because then once it's done, it gives you guys a better car. We can create some mad shit. Like, I could get fabricated parts put on it, and I could modify it in crazy ways. But then we could also, if we wanted to this series, we could do it on a budget. So on a budget, we might just be putting a spoiler in it, and we might just be putting a stripe down the bonnet. You know, simple, cheap mods that don't cost a lot, which are accessible to everybody. So there's so much scope within the budget build series, and that's why I liked it. There's plenty of different options we've got. So I want you guys to discuss in the comments whether you'd like to see a cheap car or a crash car under 3K, and then how we're going to go about the modifications on the car, whether we're wrapping it. If we do wrap it, I'm going to be doing the wrap myself. I'm going to be doing all of the rebuilds myself. Nobody else involved unless I need the help. If you think a 5K budget, we could add wheels to that, bucket seats, we could put a roll cage in it, we could even make it into a track car. Like, there's so much possibilities. Or we could go for the cheaper one, the cheaper option, and set myself a target of 3K rebuild, £500 on the mods, and see how crazy we can get the car for £3.5 grand. I feel like I want to hear your feedback, where you want to go with it. I've got my own ideas, and then next episode I'll discuss what I found out, and we will go and buy a car. I tell you what, I normally go for buying the expensive stuff. Like, we started with the M2 on the channel, we've done an M4, we've done an R8, we didn't really do the R8, we've done the McLaren, we're doing an i8 at the moment. They're all great and they're all interesting, but I don't feel like they're not accessible to everybody, and I understand that. And this is something where everybody can access this. This is something that we can all do, but that is my little bit of working out there. But let's scrub this. I need something to wipe it with. Okay, let's go with the sleeve. Sorry, man, I'm gonna have to wash this now. Right, so the cars we can go for here. Right, so we've obviously got your Golf, GTI. We got a lot of BMWs. We could do a 3 Series, like an E96 or E92, whatever it is. We could do a 5 Series. There's some 5 Series within that budget. We could do, I'm not sure what an old TT cost, but that might come under the budget. We could do a Mark II Fiesta ST. There's so many possibilities. What else is there? You could do a fucking Chrysler. We could do an Abarth. I don't think that's in the budget actually. No, that's not in the budget. I want to see a Transit, which would be very different. I know DMO done a Transit. We're not going to be able to do that with the budget, because remember, we're all working on a 3K budget at the moment. But yeah, so there's plenty of cars we can choose from. But it's all about finding the right one that we can modify with enough scope so that we can do stuff too. Like, for example, the Citroen Picasso, I've got some days booked on that in a few months, so we will be doing the Citroen Picasso build. But we're limited with the Picasso because there's only so many modifications you can do to Picasso, because they're French and they're shit, basically. Everything that comes out of France is shit, except Bugatti, but I don't know if that's Italian or is that... I know they've got a chateau in France. I don't know. Most stuff that comes out of France is pony, so... Like a Golf GTI, there's so much you can mod. So much you can mod on a BMW 3 Series, so much you can mod on that, so much you can do to that. That's where I want to be, something with a lot of scope and a lot of potential that we can modify. Just remember, whatever car we decide to pick, one of you guys will probably end up driving, so make sure you don't pick a lemon. Well, that's my job actually, to not pick a lemon. Picked a few of them before. Difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. But this series will be sick, so make sure you subscribe. I'm going to keep it raw. I'm going to record everything, the trials and tribulations. And yeah, I can't wait to bring you this series out. Sick. Look, write it down. Sick. I said it too much. Sick. Comment below exactly what you guys would like to see out of the series, what cars you'd like to see in the series, and also if you want to enter in the giveaway, make sure you say I've entered, because your chances of winning the Jordans are getting dramatically lower as we get closer to the date of giveaway. But there will be a new giveaway when the Jordan giveaway finishes. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave your feedback, comments, and discuss below. And then we'll be back next time, hopefully with the budget build car bought, and we can get going with it. So see you guys next time.